Me fambolem on a good afternoon, good evening or good morning. This na on a program again, Salon Cashbox. Me fambolem today na the 3rd of April 2021. Me people I believe say we all here go day upon the 3rd year anniversary of this government tomorrow. But realistically, not today, they're actually 3 years in government. But me people waiting I want tell salon people and we all that the fact for say, you know, that black goat where you not see Santem, not to net you go see him. Me fambolem these days, I seem for kind of like the member all me papa imparable them where it can actually be the tell way. Me fambolem, we know too well say we cannot fatten the pig on the market day. We cannot. Me fambolem agbolo young we in a pull waist, me fambolem, not to way it all it go ever pull that waist there. Last audio I pull this parable way I say this now me papa can they say we abolo young pull waist, not to way it all. However, me papa been they live in an era like the age where it be say it not be actually know too much about plastic surgery. They go try for kind of like do like a plastic surgery pan somebody pan that agbolode in waste. But me fambolem, we all know sometimes like doing this plastic surgery can lead to like infection. It can lead to other sickness then. And it can even lead to death. So this is not the reason we make elect waiting happen where agbolo young in no pull waste. Not try for force for go do plastic surgery panam because it can lead to like so many like after effect. The people today this audio I want title say cold bread they can boku natong. And why are they trying to talk about this cold bread here, my family? Of course, we've been on the hearing about bread and butter. We've been on the hearing where the finance minister be trying to tell we say the bread and butter about the bread and butter issues. If they tell we say the bread and butter, then they inside the job. Even though when they tell we say they don't create job them, then the bread and butter they inside the job. Why is it that the bread and butter still not be sorted it in our country? But my family today, one can tell on us say, waiting we kind of like get for kind of like open we eye to like mountain fast food na the cold bread we get for boku na tongue. My family waiting I mean by this cold bread get for boku na tongue. Me family when somebody they sell bread, full of man they sell bread. If I remember, I don't know if now so it's still the happen na salon, but like when like the culture then kind of like they get bread, the bakery them actually they can supply them the bread. Any bread we not sell, then they can go back na the bakery and then it become cold bread. And the family, of course, we all know say cold bread, they eat it with butter. The only bread when you they eat with butter, now the fresh bread. But as long as it don't go back na the bakery, it don't become cold bread in the family. The only thing we suitable for eat that cold bread they eat now sugar water. The family, since the bread and butter did not work, let we just brace we save for the bread, the cold bread, and the sugar water. My family, I'm waiting by this cold bread and sugar water now for come we way. My family, this is not the time when we get to be very, very careful now we country. This na it make a talk say this na the dying minute when we get to be careful with, because the family in the dying minute na desperate situation. We go therefore make like people and make irrational decision then. Now I make most of the time in family like people we know about football. Every time like when a player don't tire, that's the time that the way it easy bad for make that player they commit foul and then send them it either cause in team a penalty or it kind of like it calls for make the get a red card, because now a desperate situation, now the dying minutes it don't exhaust the person don't be exhausted, so like anything now it make irrational decisions then, because it don't tire, it don't weary me family. And this not the time where we get to be careful with. This not it make a talk say me family. This not the time called brain get for come boku now na tongue. What thing I mean by this? The dying minute. Me family, this cold brain go get for take over with all country. This is not the reason me family we make at the talk say we need for make for the good of Salone. This government need for go. And I didn't say SLPP need for go, but I didn't say this government need for go, because we still need the SLPP for being like an opposition and also go regroup, and maybe like when the next government fail back, we will call upon them for rescue. But my family, this government need for go. And by the way, I just want to play this song in the background by Dry Crew, my family. You know me family, the reason why I say we get to be careful waiting to go on in our country right now, because this na the time where na cold brain get for boku na we country. So in other words, na cold brain and sugar water, because we cannot eat cold bread with butter because it don't strong. Even the butter no go able, even the cold bread no go able absorb butter anymore. So the only thing when you go eat with cold bread now is sugar, now sugar water. The family. The reason why I say this cold bread and sugar water, this cold bread where they get for Kamboku now we country. The family now because of one thing. This government don't fail everywhere. Everywhere they don't fail. Everywhere me family, this government don't fail. You come to the bridge, they don't fail. You come to the drone, where it be said and go buy drone for deliver medicine, then when we don't get medicine in our country, they don't fail. Then they tell me about the bakery, they don't fail. The fall cook, the fall whatever where they want to go open the family, they don't fail. The free education, they don't fail. A free education where they don't take their own picking them for go inside the free education, the family, they don't fail away. We see the fight against corruption, they don't fail with me family. We see within the audit report can pull na do, they don't fail with. We see when the first lady, the president, then the chief we country a money in the family, they don't fail with everywhere. But this now the time where we get for be careful, beware of like the cold bread where they can bust na tongue. The family waiting at this cold bread. You know, when a bread don't fail for sale, the cotton no sell the cold bread, the family, then they can go back for make them kind of like go take them back in the bakery, and then they go and go sell. If they sell that bread, they 500 leons, the family. All of a sudden, when it don't turn cold bread, they go get for begin the sell and say 200 leons, because it all lost in actual price. It all lost in value. So all waiting they can eat with now with sugar water. The family. The reason why I come with this audio, because after these 3 years, my family, after all the revelations, the thing that we don't come on and do, my family, of the thievery where they go on now with country, now they get for come with cold bread for make we eat with sugar water. Because cold bread no go able absorb butter. The cotton no go able split the cold bread anymore. Because if you try to split the cold bread middle, my family, that's also bread crumbs they come on it now. Now the crumbs, we got to be careful of the bread crumbs like right now we country. Right, the family, waiting, I mean. with everything where they don't promise we, with all the revelations and we don't come out and do. Then people I don't thief we country in money so badly. You know what's in here for car happen now? Then they can't give we this thing that they can't put thing now we face for make it like I say these last 2 years, what thing they're not able to achieve for the last 10 years because election they come the last 2 years they found them, then they come with thing now for can flash now we face. This now make a talk say we need for be careful say na cold bread. The bread that we get for eat. The family it go sound like I say in a bell full we but na cold bread, not a fresh bread them. Whether or not it therefore affect your health, I do not know. Because me don't know if it affects me health because I deal eat cold bread. But the point why they try for making a family, they actually they can flash thing them we're not real, but just because election day around the corner after these 3 years, now don't now me family. These are the dying the dying minutes. What's for they can do now? Like we get the one make we settle for cold bread. When they don't eat all the big food, the big bread them, now they want to make we abo me with the people for make we abo pan the crumbs. Then it's easy for make we full. For now we be satisfied with cold bread. The time when the bread be flesh, they don't make we eat them. Now only after the bread don't turn cold bread. The time when they eat the bread, they make we the above pan just the crumbs. The family the question where are they ask una want settle for just the crumbs and cold bread? Una not want so una be supposed for eating at the table when they eat the fresh bread. Why is it that now only when the bread don't cold, then they want make una can eat them? The family this time around, after everything where they don't do now we country. Now when they don't thief we country in money. Everything they don't deprive una of waiting due to una. Now it is bad for me they can flash thing in our face. Me family na so I see when the president they go down Susan's Bay. They tell we say they go give people a rest. This and that in the talk. You know, I make way like they talk about tribalism. I just the man they even they talk Timini, they talk Limba, and they try to make look if we they try to fight against like tribalism and all that thing, and you don't need to go begin to tell people the people in the Yegi Creole. You don't mean say you need to talk the Timini or Limba for make them able to associate with you. But not to that side I want to go. They go now at Susan's Bay because they born. Resco. Look, why is it that we need to wait until Susan's Bay born? We're not able to get proper like fire engine them. We're not able to get access to them places. Then they for able to prevent the fire in the first place. Before that, we allow me the fire happen. Then we go give them one bag rest for every household. This is not the life where we the salon people them don't accept anything. They don't accept all the time. Then we the glad for the president back. Why they not be able kind of like make sure say they create road them way for make they get fire machines them, fire brigades them. We go able like if when they can't see they happen, they get easy access for stop the fire in the first place. But that's how they in family. We can take the whole day for talk about it. The family. Today I want to prepare we hearts them. For make we be aware, for make we be careful, for not say this after tomorrow now, me family, all waiting, then they can't give we now bread crumbs. All waiting, then they can't give we me family, you know, now cold bread and sugar water. Because the time when the bread be fresh, they don't do anything about it. Now, because of all the publications by like the African Express, me family, now if you don't know, if we don't take them, then they can now can flash things them for make we not believe or make we not see the thing them when they don't do. They will come and do certain thing them, like say they're ready for work. Then as soon as they win the election back, me family, waiting we go see, then they go back to the thievery. Be careful, me people. This is not the cold bread. The people can bust na tongue. The people can flash things in our yard because they don't say we don't kind of like me. They don't be exposed. So waiting they can do me family. Now for can't give we false face. Then they can make fall fool. Then they can play game with we heart. Because this not the dying minute. After when they don't thief, they come with this motive, say, let we clear for the last 3 years. Let we thief in the first 3 years. Then like the last 2 years when the election, we try to change with pattern. Are we going to fall for this? My family, will they fall for this? That black goat when you know see Santem, now net you go able to see him. Like now, we don't for not enjoy. Like for the last 3 years, they want kind of like to say if you were supposed to not enjoy like 10,000 leons, my family, now then they can show on 2,000 leons. Then would don't be fool. Is that all to life? My family, this not the dying minute. People when they, look, my family, I know how we country. People don't get water. I be listen and watch a video where like the Kabia Factor make. The family in that video, Kabia Factor they show we where like the dam where they get now one particular area where it basically people go pull the pipe. The family we can imagine a country where they supply water. Before them country they here outside the main dam the day for water. They get high security the day. We on dam, they call this place dam, no security, no day. How somebody go and pull pipe outside they provide water? A country we're surrounded with 7 major rivers. Whenever they listen to Kabia Factor, they give example to like Saudi Arabia, where you say Saudi Arabia will not get water, but then they use the highest consumption of water in the world. They say, but they find way. We your country surrounded with water. We get 7 major rivers them where they flow into the Atlantic Ocean. I even make for understand something this morning where somebody they tell me say part of the Atlantic Ocean is salon, half of it is fresh water. But yet, we cannot provide water for we people. But yet, this dying minutes, my family, anytime when they say the game day for they can't done, then they can't flash away with things then. Why is it that a country will get water? Let me assume say it is difficult, it is a long-term project for able pass pipe them like now every household for now. My family, why is it that we need to go buy water motor car them, water bounces them? We will kind of like go take water from the main dump them and come now every household every day for provide water for people. And I believe the people in Nasalon willing for pay for them water than they. But how they pay them depends on like the household income. Because it will be unfair for somebody when they get work for make we kind of like go make it a pay for water. Where is the social contract? The wonderful Renaissance man. I've been listening to the Haiku music. The man don't disappear. When the tribe was saying, we say Francis Benkai, fala, you don't turn fala. Now, you don't follow the president, they follow the first lady. From when the first lady in chief not arise the family, now this guy don't disappear. Where are you, Mr. Fala? The people, for make we country 7 major rivers, and these are fresh waters, I beg for understand. We're surrounded with water. We can be a factor to talk about Saudi Arabia, a country where we don't get water, but yet still they find way for provide water for the people. That's a social contract. The people, this is not the reason we I come and tell on and say, this government come with a motive where they say, let we thief for 3 years, or let we thief. Now, if even we plan for thief for 4 years, because of the release them when the revelations they don't come out of the thievery them if now they don't cut them to 3 years. Let we thief for 3 years, then we try to give them the crumbs for the last 2 years. So they don't eat all the bread on top of the table. Now they expect we for make we enjoy the crumbs for the next 2 years. We get to be careful. That is not like a responsible government. Let we not fall for this. Because like now, even though they motive this last 2 years, but they go one kind of like a flash in them now on our face. Where are we going? Now I make me family them. I say, we better salon in better one. You life in better one. You begin in life in better one. A day now you earn. It depends on the choice when you make, the decision when you make. Are you going to make your decision based on your tribe, based on the palm tree, based on the top boy, based on the sun? What thing you the base your decision on? Is it about policies? Me family, I want big una. Always this is going to come with these 2 years because we don't catch them per thief. Me family, they go want to give una the crumbs. They go want to make una can eat the cold bread. When the bread be fresh, they don't make una eat them. Then when the bread be fresh, for my butter go inside it, they don't make una eat them. Now all of a sudden, they want when the bread don't turn cold bread, una cannot use butter with them again. Now una sugar water, una go get for go use. Then they can't follow now. Expect cold bread for can boss na tongue right now. So many things then they can't flash now in the eye. Because then they see and say they don't thief. We don't catch them pan thief. So like right now, my family them they go get for come with cold bread. For make them fool with, for make them deceive with, for make them distract with attention from the actually the fresh bread where they don't eat. Now my family them now they want make we above, we want make we above pan mere cold bread and sugar water. How this get for affect we? It go get forget so many ramifications them wait until we no go see. Then we wait say that we can beat them now. These next 2 years we come with a plan for can flash things them na the eye. Then they give way back another chance. When they give way another chance now, then we can kind of like open another hole for men and teeth. My family, if we not be aware, if we not conscious of the thing them we get for come ahead of we, my family we get for make the big mistake. My family, I go careful can't live on now with this song. We are crying, my family.
Anti-corruption and the uncle corruption. That's also double job and the same repetition. You must education and you must the opposition. But we the people not say that we not in revolution.
The family them they were they definitely not fit for a country. Family them definitely they're not fit at all. Make we not sit down, make them quell this country. They're not fit, my family. If they're showing us say in the last 3 years they're not fit, why is it that they go fit for the next 2 years? If Abolo Young in no pull waste, my family, why is it that he go pull waste after like the 3 years? That got where you not see Santa, my family, not to net you go see her. And because angry the bente we right now with family, it's easy for me to be satisfied only with cold bread and sugar water. So this now make we therefore be careful. Because they make we starve, they put angry power for make we believe say cold bread and sugar water na the answer. family, just before I go, I just want to make we see they are actually put angry per we country because they actually want make way that they can give we cold bread and sugar water with the gladdy because they no say we so angry, we desperate that if they give we sugar water, we will be satisfied. And now that's not the game where they go and play with we. But my family, please, una not fall for that trap day. This not on a program, Salon Cashbox, and God bless we all.